Hello, I'm going to be adding another video this week. Um, just been thinking about some things since the last video I made, and just wanted to add some things to it. Um, Plus, I've been going through some stuff, and um, I don't know if you ever feel like you don't feel like doing too much. So I just thought I would make a video instead of trying to figure out what else to do. So um, the last video I made. With the weekly video that I usually make. It was called Breaking the Cycle, and so I wanted to make a Breaking the Cycle part two. I have a lot more to add to what I was saying on the last video. Um, I was kind of distracted and a little stressed out when I was making that video, so I didn't get it all in. But um, what I wanted to add was when I'm talking about breaking the cycles and when I see people talk about it, I mean, um, people are really proud of it and maybe brag isn't the right word, but it sometimes feels like they're bragging. I think they're just trying to acknowledge what they've done. But um, when I really look at breaking the cycle and changing family dynamics and things like that. It's something that's so painful. I did kind of say this, but it's something so painful it's hard to even talk about. It could just it really causes a lot of pain. Breaking cycles causes a lot of pain in families, and just for me personally, it's been so painful. It's actually hard for me to even talk about like um with people like I don't know how to say things like, well, I finally broke the cycle with my family. I'm not a drug addict or things like that. Even though those things may be true, it's just breaking the cycle of um addiction and divorce and abuse in my family has caused a lot of devastation and a lot of pain for all of us. We have suffered so much, and I've lost a lot of relationships because of trying to break the cycle. It's not something I can even, um, you know, I don't. I'm sorry, I don't know a better word to say, but brag about. It's not something I can brag about. It's not something I can get in my groups and say, I'm proud of myself for because it just caused so much pain. In fact, sometimes I feel bad about it because um, I know how much my family has had to suffer because of the choices that I made. And I don't want it to sound bad. It is still a good thing to break the cycles in your family, but when you really look at the big picture, it causes so much pain for everybody. A big part of it is not. Well, for me, I haven't even been able to communicate with the people I care about because of trying to break cycles. And of course, there's a lot of information to go into with that. That my family had a lot of abuse in it, and part of trying to break the cycle of abuse is just getting away from it. Unfortunately, and um, I can't tell you how many years I tried to do things to not, excuse me, end the relationship with my with my family, parents, and things like that. But um, that's, I guess that's what had to happen to, um, like we say, break the cycle. It's come at a huge cost, and I'm glad on one end, but I'm really hurt on the other end. So I guess that's all I want to say about it. Like, if you have really experienced breaking the cycle, you will probably be in a lot of pain. But I mean, there's nothing wrong with being proud of yourself. It's just, um, it could cause a lot of bad feelings, I guess is my point. Anyway, I wanted to go on to the other end of it. The the sorry, I lost my thought. The end of it where um I guess more the positive end of it. Um, there are a lot of things to be proud about. You know, um, like the peace that you have. You know, I wanted to try to talk about some positive things, like the peace that I have um, from not being in contact, or from from breaking the cycle is worth it. You know, and like I said, although I feel deeply hurt that my family is in pain, I'm also relieved that I have the peace that I have now. Excuse me. And no, it's not perfect. I mean, that's another thing about breaking the cycle. It could take years and years and years. Um, it's not something that just happens overnight. I feel like I'm closer than I've ever been before, but every year I feel like I have to chip off a little bit more. Excuse me. Sorry, my throat's dry. Um, so every year I have to chip off a little bit more with my family. A little bit, I have to break the cycle a little bit more, and so I think everybody who's breaking a cycle is probably all in a different place. But you know, there's positives and negatives to it. Like I was saying, you know, I would definitely encourage everybody to do what they can, no matter what the cost is. I think a lot of us feel too much guilt to actually to break the cycles in our family. So I know I felt that for a long time. I just couldn't live with the guilt of separating from my parents. Um, but I saw how much I was learning separating from them. I saw how much um, I was learning really in the direction of, if I ever wanted to talk to somebody like them, or them again, if I was to ever talk to them again, I was learning all kinds of things, so much more than actually when I was in contact with them, which is odd to me, but sometimes that's how it is with God. You just end up learning more away from a person than with the person, because you kind of get tangled up in and what you feel when you're around that person. But anyway, I didn't want to go on too long with this. Just wanted to touch a couple of those points. And again, I don't want this to sound negative or anything. Breaking the cycles is definitely an important part of our generation, and I think every step you take towards it is great. So, um, you know, I just want us to focus on the positive more so, um, and just make sure we, I guess, stay more in reality when we're talking about it. And the reality is there is pain and there is positive. So anyway, I thank you for watching. Have a nice day.